tell you guys a story about my life or something that I find quite funny. If you guys do enjoy the video, please leave a like and a comment, and also subscribe if you like to. Now this story in particular is gonna be my first story, so I thought what not better to tell than my first fight. So once again, sit back, enjoy, and have a laugh at how funny my life can be sometimes. So as I mentioned earlier, this story is about my first fight. Now, disclaimer here, normally I am not a fighter. I've never liked to fight before. I have fought few times in my life, and this is my first fight. So where should I start? Well, it was a few years ago where I was maybe in the 3rd grade, and we had something called SFO in Norwegian. SFO basically means like after school daycare. So it's where parents leave their children after school because they don't give a shit about them and they don't want to be with them for a long time. No, I'm just kidding. It's basically just something you attend to after school until your mom or your dad can pick you up when you're done with work. Now at the SFO, I was a shy kid. I mainly stuck to myself or with my few friends that I had at the time. I was also new in Norway, so I did speak Norwegian, but my Norwegian wasn't quite on par with the other kids in the class. And you guys can maybe already see where this is heading. But anyways, so here I am, new in Norway, Norwegian sucks, shy, timid, and almost often by myself or with some few friends. In this class, or in this after school class, there was a guy called Adrian. Now Adrian was this, I don't know how to say, but he was like a bully. He was this typical, stereotypical, cool kid bully in the class who everyone likes, who scares everybody, or people don't really like him but they fear him. So it's like they're too scared to say anything to the person. So Adrian always had a knack of pushing me around, and since I was quite timid at the time, I didn't really do anything about it. Mostly it would just be him saying something mean to me and me being sad about it, going home, talking to my parents, and they would say, well, it's okay, don't think about it and don't worry about it, he's just angry and sad. So months went by and months went by. There was always going on, but Adrian never crossed the line. And the line I mean in which he never did something so bad that I felt that it really hurt me. Normally it was just small comments that I got angry about, but it didn't really stuck to me as much. Now remember guys, I am quite young. I'm in the 3rd grade, so I am quite emotional when it comes to stuff. Like today, I would not get angry at the same thing as I would when I was younger. I mean, when I was younger, I could even get angry just by someone taking my candy, basically. So, or I still get angry if someone takes my candy today, but not quite as often. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So, where was I? Yeah. So as I said, Adrian is this typical bully and I am this timid kid. He never crossed the line before, and one day I came to school. So I came to school, we had a normal school day. Adrian is 2 years older than me. After school, we went to the daycare. So my mom was at work and she couldn't pick me up at the time. So she told me to stay there for 2 or 3 hours until she was done working. Now, at the daycare, we have some teachers. These teachers, I don't want to say a name or anything bad about them, but do you guys ever had a teacher who are just there for the money? Like, they don't really care about the kids. They just sit there, and if you get hit, you go and tell them. They just gonna look at you and just say, "Oh, I'm so sad about it, and I hope you're okay." And then nothing else happens. So these are the type of teachers I grew up with. So which means you really have to learn to stick up to yourself. And so here I am. A guy hates me, or a bully wants to kill me. I'm quite shy and timid, and my teachers don't really give a fuck. Sorry about the bad word, but they don't really give a fuck. And if they see this video one day, well, fuck it, I don't really care. Anyways, so I came to school, I was there at the SFO, playing by myself. I had a friend called Peter, or actually Petter in Norwegian, but I think it's Peter in English. So me and Peter, we were really best friends. We used to hang out a lot. We used to enjoy the same things, talk together. He even learned me a few new Norwegian words. So he was quite a good guy. But Peter was not the toughest guy around. So one day Adrian came to me and Peter while we were playing. And then we were playing at the like Legos types of game. And we were just sitting enjoying time, you know, laughing, talking about crazy, cool kid stuff, totally spies, and all that, and all that stuff. But anyways, so Adrian comes over, and he kicks our toys. When he kicks our toys, I got a little bit angry, but I wasn't too angry. And then Peter, he said to Adrian, "Stop." Adrian looked at him, and then he pushed Peter. Okay, so he just pushed my friend, but still, I'm not really that angry. When I told him to stop, I said it in English. And then Adrian says, "Oh, can't you speak Norwegian, you nigger?" And guys, once again, when I was younger, I could get angry for a lot of things that I cannot get angry for today. And one of those things is being called nigger. Because in today's society, people just say the word nigger to describe people that are black. Now normally I don't really, in my lifetime, I don't really get offended if someone calls me a nigger. I mean, it all depends on the situation mostly, but it doesn't really stick to me anymore, because the word nigger, if you guys don't know, it means slave. And as far as I know, I am not a slave, or I am a slave for my girlfriend, but other than that, I'm not a slave. So, he called me a nigger. Now keep in mind that when I was younger, the word nigger was more threatening than what it is today. So I grew up having the mindset that if someone calls you a nigger, they are being very rude and you should take immediately action. At least that is what my brother taught me. Because my brother, he was like a tough guy. He was a few years older than me. He said to me that if anyone messes with you, you should just attack them. So with that being said, Adrian calls me a nigger. Peter is shocked and he says, "Adrian, you know you aren't supposed to say that." Adrian says, "I don't care." And remember, this is all happening in Norwegian, so I'm just putting it in the English context and maybe like saying it in an easier way for you guys to understand the story. Now, he calls me a nigger, I get really upset. Now I'm hyped, I'm angry, I'm young, I'm emotional, and I'm so mad that this guy just called me a slave. Like, who is he to call me a slave, I was thinking. So what happened was, I stood my ground, and Adrian is a little bit taller than me. So I stood my ground and he said to me, what are you looking at, boy?" I looked at him, I took my hands, jumped in the air, grabbed his head, and then slammed it to my knees. I slammed it so hard it broke the guy's teeth. So Adrian is totally bleeding out And Peter is in the background like, oh my god, I just witnessed the craziest hit of all time. It was like almost like a KO hit. So Adrian is bleeding, he gets very angry, he stands back up and pushes me to the ground. So when he pushes me, I fall down. And I'm like, oh damn son. So we're gonna fight now, huh? Okay. Remember, normally I was a timid kid, but it was like something inside of me awoke, like a beast from Africa, a beast of no nation. So, and by the way, in the background, you guys are watching a crazy match where I really go ham on the other team, and I think we do manage to get the win. I'm not quite sure, but you guys are watching the video, so. But anyways, so he pushed me on the ground. I'm on the ground. I'm thinking, okay, we're about to fight right now. So he jumps on top of me and he starts pounding me, pa, 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 pa. And of course, it's hurting me. So I flip him over. I start pounding him, pa, 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 pa. Luckily, right before I could hit him one more time, Peter came behind me and told me to stop because he heard the teachers coming. And now, the funniest thing happened. As I told you guys, the teachers at that time really sucked. They didn't give a shit. So they came over, they saw that me and Adrian were side by side, both of us was bleeding. And all they could say was, oh, did you guys fall? And we were like, yeah, we fell. So, guys, that was my first fight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it's to this day it's so crazy to think about how the teachers reacted and sorted out the situation. All that said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you guys